Good morning students. Now today we are going to start our second lecture, chapter number 2, that is microorganism, friend and foe. What is this friend and foe means beta? Friend and foe means microorganism is your friend or enemy. Okay, foe means enemy or you can say opponent. Okay, which is work opposite to you. Clear? So this is about a microorganism is a friend or a foe. We have just completed our chapter number first and entire question answer related to your NCERT book. Okay, just in your NCERT book, question answers is also be present in your advisor book as well. Okay, and I have just be take out that only, and 2 questions I have just be given you for your homework, and I hope that you have completed. Just first question is that you have to be arrange all the blocks in order in a particular series, and second one is the cross and the up and down crossboard is there. Okay, so you have to fill that. So I hope that you have enjoyed in filling that activities. Now moving forward, we are having our chapter number 2. Okay, and chapter number 2 in this microorganism is a friend or a foe. I had just be tell you the meaning of the friend and the foe beta. Now what you will learn in this chapter, okay, this is given. You will learn about the microbes, beneficial and harmful microorganism, about nitrogen fixation and the food preservation. Okay, we have just been learned why the microbes, what are microbes, okay, and what are the beneficials and harmful things regarding the microorganism, and what is nitrogen fixation and how we can preserve the food. So this is what we are going to understand, which we are going to study and learn in this chapter. Okay, clear? I am just using the entire image and pages of the chapter because some of you are having the NCERT book textbook, some of you are having the this advisor book which you have taken from the school. Okay, but don't be confused beta, again I am telling you the content is same, only the difference is in the language portion. Okay, so please don't be confused. And the second thing is that the question answer which I am going to solving in the of the chapters, that is same in NCERT book as well as in this book also. So you are not be confused in that. And the remaining thing is that it's good beta, the maximum knowledge you are gaining. Okay, so you are just be able or capable of just writing your answers in your own language. Clear? Now introduction of this chapter. A number of organisms, whether they are small or a big, can be observed easily by the naked eyes. Yes, you can easily observe the microorganisms, either they are big or small, with your naked eyes, means with your own eyes, without any external source you can use. You can easily see the microbes, or we can say the organisms are easily visible, either they are small or big, with your naked eyes. There are also a number of living organisms that cannot be seen with the naked eyes, and they can seen only when they are magnified. Yes, rather than this number of the organisms which you are able to see with your naked eyes, there are many more living organisms which is not be visible with our naked eyes, and for seeing them we have to we have to make them magnified, means हमें उनको बड़ा करना पड़ता है in their size. We have to make them enlarge in their size. Okay, and for making them enlarge, what we have to do, क्या करते हैं हम लोग? How you are just be see the things by making them magnified. बड़ा करके कैसे देखेंगे? क्या करेंगे? उसको पकड़ कैसे बड़ा करेंगे? No, you have to use an optical instrument. Okay, and that is microscope. You know beta, in the lab, in the biological lab, in a very much important the biology lab. Okay, in the biological lab, the microorganisms, the bacteria, all the tissues and the cells are just be seen by the help of microscope only. They are not be possible that they are just be seen with our naked eyes. No. Okay, clear? So a microscope has been used by the scientists to see all these small living organisms. Clear? Now the scientists have made use of a microscope to observe them. Microscopes of different magnifications have been used to observe the small organisms, such as living organisms are known as microorganisms or microbes. The microorganisms that are too small to be seen with the naked eyes and can be seen only under the microscope. Okay, these are only seen by only the microscope. So you are just be look at the definition that the microscopes of a different magnification have been used to observe the small organism, and such living organisms are known as microorganism, or you can say microbes. Just remember that the microorganism and microbes both are the same things. You can even just speak out the microorganism or a microbe. Okay, so the microbiology is the branch that deals with the study of microorganisms. Yes, this is the question. If someone asks you to study about the microorganism, which branch has been used, that is microbiology. Or if someone has been asked what is microbiology, then you may say that microbiology is the branch that deals with the study of microorganisms. Okay, now we are going to perform an activity. So let us perform an activity to find the answer of the above question. Okay, so for that, first of all, we have been skills you will use. Okay, so the elementary knowledge about bacteria, fungi, viruses and various pathogens. Okay, we have an elementary knowledge about is bacteria, fungi, viruses and the various pathogens also. So for that we are having the first of all we have been performed this activity. So you are just understand the thing. So in this activity, the observation of the microorganisms present in a water. Okay, from this we are going to be understand that the microorganism which is present in the water, how we are observe them. Okay, clear? So for that, collect the water of a different from the different sources like a drain, well, canal, lake, pond, river in the clean glass test tubes. Allow these samples to settle down. Now observe first with the naked eye and then with the magnifying glass, means the microscope. Okay, put a drop of water from each of the sample one by one on a glass slide and observe it under the microscope. What you observe? You have just be taken the sample of a water from the different sources. Okay, like you have just be taken from the drain, then the well, canal, lake, pond and the river in the, just remember, you are just be taking all these things in a clean glass test tube. Okay, and you have to put in them the water for different sources. Now you have to first see with your naked eyes what observation you have seen, and then with the help of the microscope or the magnifying glass you have to be seen what are the observations. Okay, so here first of all we have to be look at this, why this is important, that microorganisms play both useful and harmful role in our lives. They have a role in the preparation of curd, bread, cake and alcohol. They have a role in cleaning the environment and preparation of the medicines and increasing the soil fertility, etc. Yes, this is very much important, beta, that yes, the microorganism is very much favorable and very much against both the things. That's why the name of this chapter is friend and the foe, means they are also beneficial for us, they are also harmful for us. Both the things has been there in the microorganism. So useful and a harmful role in our lives are, they are just be playing an important role in the preparation of the curd. You know, in the curd the bacteria has been used. Bread also, cake for this fluffy, due to this only. Alcohol means even the cleansing of the environment and the preparation of the medicine also. And just to improve or increase the soil fertility also, we need this microorganism. So they are just be as much as important also for us. Clear? Moving ahead about this observation. Now in this, you will observe that many small organisms are present in the water under the microscope. Now these organisms could not be seen when observed through the naked eyes. Write the number and type of the organism observed in different sources of water. Can you draw some conclusion from this activity? You will see many small organisms, and these organisms could not be seen with the naked eyes. Yes, this is the one of the activity. This activity you have to perform by your own, but you are not be able to perform this activity at your home because you doesn't have the magnifying glasses at your home. You doesn't have the microscope at all. So just be seen this activity, that in this what the observations we can done. Even you can just be understand that as much as dirty water we get, the number of microorganisms present in that source of water is maximum. Okay, because the impurity is present, and this impurity is due to the bacteria only, the microorganism only. Okay, so these microorganisms are too small and too tiny that they are not be able to see with our naked eyes. So for that we need this microscope. Okay, which is not be possible at our home. Okay, moving ahead with the second one activity, and this is the second activity beta. Yes, this is thoroughly moisten the piece of a bread with the water and keep the bread in the air for a day or two. For a day or a two. Then keep the piece of a bread for 3 or 4 more days in a warm place. What happened, and after 4 or 5 days you will find that the bread gets covered with the greyish white patches. Examine these patches under the microscope. You will see a tiny black and rounded structure growing on the thin long stalks from the bread. Yes, this is what is that? Yes, this is the microorganism, the bacteria, the fungi is just present over the bread due to the moisture of the water in the piece of a bread. Okay, even we have seen in our home also, when we have just be left 2 or 3 pieces of a bread in that packet only, in the polythene, and we are just be seen that bread in that packet after 2 or 3 days, then we have seen something a greyish and a greenish color fungi has been just over that, and a black color fungi is also present over that. Okay, so what was that? It was a bacteria only. Okay, so you have to be write all these things by your own. Okay, and this is activity number 3. Okay, so activity number 3 is collect some moist soil from the garden. Prepare an agar plate by pouring a hot solution of a chemical agar on a petri dish. Let it cool, and as it cools, the agar solution thickens and solidifies. Spread some garden soil on this plate and leave the plate in the warm place for 2-3 days. You will see some patches developing on the agar. Now pick a small piece of this patch and observe it under the microscope. Again you will note some organisms growing on the agar plate. Okay. Now above activities point to the conclusion that the water, air and the soil around us all are full of living organisms, and these organisms are very small and are not be visible with our naked eyes. In fact, 300 years ago, a Dutch storekeeper Antony van Leeuwenhoek had discovered the world of microorganisms. Leeuwenhoek carefully drew and described everything he saw from his records, and the scientist knew that he saw the bacteria, fungi and many other creatures, though the small these creatures are very important to humans. So such a tiny organisms are found all around us, floating in the air and the water, moving about in the soil and on the plants as well, inside our bodies and those of all animals as well. Some causes disease and are sometimes called the germs. However, most are harmless. Today scientists call these small living organisms as microbes or microorganisms, and most microorganisms are too small to see without the aid of a magnifying glass of a microscope. Okay, so your today's homework, this is all about the definitions and the conclusion of all this. Now your today's homework is that first of all you have to be write it the activities from here beta. The water, you have to write the activity, only just write down the activity, and from here that the water are air and the soil around us are full for the organisms, and up to here. These two paragraphs you have to be write, and about 3 activities no need to write beta. And next thing is that you have to be get through this word. What is agar? This is your homework. I am not telling you what does it mean. In next class I will tell you what does it mean. This is your homework. You have to find the meaning. Okay, because the entire this activities depend on this word only, and if I told you this word, then you are you are not doing your own work. Okay, so you have to become a creative mind and you have to be search out the words. Clear? And if you don't know, if you don't be able to understand the meaning of this word, I am there to help you out in the next video. Clear? And this is your homework. You have to do this activity up to here. Clear beta? Okay, thank you. That's all for today.